Hello there, beautiful people. Welcome back to another fabulous day. It's not just a fabulous day, it is a fabulous Friday. It is nearly the weekend. When the real me comes alive, we are going to have so much fun together this weekend, and we are going to kick it off in style. It is, of course, launch day, which means we have a brand new launch for you. But today, we haven't got one, we've got two brand new launches. We are, of course, talking about exploding boxes. You guys have absolutely loved this so far. We've got this little chappy here on the show as well already. I need to let you know, if the exploding boxes, already 10% of the stock has gone. We're going to have an extremely busy show. Now, I am not here alone. I have got not one times, but two times Sara. What a Friday. What a way to start the weekend, Sara.
Double Sara, dear, double Sara. Right, are you ready for me to show you, Joe, what I'm going to make in the next 2 hours?
Oh, yes, please.
Right? This is my project. You're going to have to get really close on it, guys. I'm going to let our director, get in nice and zoomed in, and then I'm going to wow you. Are you ready? This is what we're going to be making, okay? You lift the lid, and it's this amazing exploding box that has all of your family photos in, that has, look at this, ready? You've got the little twist and pops. So not the full size, we've done everything in miniature. So you can do your twist and pops in miniature, Joe. You can do, look at this one here, your little pulley cards, but in miniature. Oh, we're upside down there.
So cute.
But I look cute in miniature. We can do, oh look, I've got little tags in here. We can do, ready, our waterfall cards, these are the boys when we were camping, in miniature, right? We've literally got, it is the most incredible. Waterfall cards, pulleys, twist and pops. You've got the little mini box inside. You've got loads of extra little corners. There is so much to this. And this whole project, I'm going to be making it live for you while we are on the show. There's so much to show you, Joe. And I'm going to get it all closed back up again so you can just wow and you can have that experience again, right? And by the way, we're launching this now in time for Christmas, so you've all got time to get this home. If I can make this in 2 hours live on air, this is a 2-hour project for you at home. Everybody can be getting one of these for Christmas. Everybody can be getting one. Get your little photos printed off, and then all you're going to do is you're going to have the most amazing wows when you open the lids. I mean, look at them, Joe. They're absolutely incredible.
They are, and do you know what? You're going to be wowed. You're going to be blown away by, I mean, maybe you've always seen really super experienced crafters out there make exploding boxes and just think, do you know what? That's not for me. It's not accessible. I'm not a Sara Scissorhands. Well, it doesn't matter. You don't need to be anymore, because what we have done, along with our incredibly talented designers, is build and put together a die collection which does all of the work for you. It means that you're just going to get the awesomeness. You're going to be able to sit and construct and put these together. I cannot believe what you're getting in here as well for the price. £80 if you're in the UK, $120 if you are in the US, £64 for platinum members, $96 for platinum members in the US. Let me take you through everything you've got. So you've got the exploding box. Now this makes the main concept for you, and the lid. So you can see that's everything that it's going to cut out there for you, which is awesome. Now you've also got the stencil to enable you to create the mini box and the lid as well. You're getting this included. All of this is in here for you. You're also then getting the exploding box twist and pop in there as well. Now, the twist and pop that you love from your memory books, this one's been designed to work specifically within all of your boxes. You've also got the slider mechanism die collection in here for you as well. Then we're going to give you the waterfall mechanism also. And we're even going to give you some stamps in here to finish off and complete the whole thing. Now, if you just got that, I think you'd be absolutely blown away, wouldn't you? For that price. However, we haven't stopped there. We're going to give you not one, but two paper pads included. I don't know how we've managed to do this. This one is gorgeous. This is your contemporary watercolour. Now, they're not even just paper pads. You've even got die-cut toppers in here in the back, which are going to match beautifully. It's double-sided as well, this one, which is awesome. So you can see you've got the complementary sheet on the opposite side, which means that mats and layers and composition is going to be so easy for you. 40 sheets there with that one. And we're also going to give you the traditional florals included as well, which is awesome. So again, more die-cut toppers here. And then all of these gorgeous pads, they are so grown up, these ones. You're gonna absolutely adore them. I would say easily £30 worth of value there in your 2 pads, based on what we ordinarily sell our play pads for. That means that the die collection that you're getting, you're paying £50 for. You're not, are you? Because I know all of you are in Club Inspire as well. 60p per element. Shut the front door and get your die cutting machines out. That is amazing. Already, we started this show at 10% of the stock gone, 20% now of our stock has sold out and gone. It is going to be a really awesome show. Not just because of that awesome collection, but because of this little chappy as well. Oh yes, the Midi. We have it. It is here. It is ready to go. It is in stock for you right now. Let me move my cup of tea. We've been waiting a long time for this. Those of you that love the Mini, you are going to love your Midi. It is that slightly bigger size. It is 6x9. It is going to do all of those big, tough, powerful jobs that your larger electronic die cutting machines have always been able to do. This can do it all because it's got that name Gemini on there. So you know it's got the power, it's got the pressure, you've got the quality. Very, very busy on this already this morning. 10% of this has sold out and gone. And this is like a big, big launch stock that we've got here. If you wanted to get your hands on this, £56 as a platinum member in the UK, $71.96 as a platinum member in the US. This is like, you know, if you got one of those really fancy credit cards, you know, they offer you like the concert tickets a little bit earlier before everyone else. That's what this is. This is like the VIP preview for our super fans is what this is like. However, there's a full there's a much larger presentation coming up on this tomorrow for you. But if you want to get your order in, wouldn't it be terrible if they all sold out before tomorrow? Can you imagine how annoyed Leanne would be? Right. It could happen, I'm hearing. Right, any questions as we go through? I know with these exploding boxes, because it's a new concept, you might have things that you want to ask me, that you want to ask Sara, that you want to find out. You can always do that so easily with us over on Facebook, and you can drop into the chat on the Crafters TV live feed there, or you can get yourself over to YouTube as well. I'm just hearing that I think we're going to break the internet, Sara. A quarter of the exploding boxes have now sold out and gone. What is it about this? Why have we had such an amazing reaction to this particular collection, do you think, Sara?
Joe, it's so unique and so different. So this journey started for us back when we did the Precious Memories album. And I don't know about you, but I love the idea of scrapbooking. However, I don't have the time to make a full scrapbook. So I love the idea of the little mini albums. This here is another way to deliver your photographs or to deliver a special message or to put your own little keepsakes or whatever it is in. It's your way of doing that, but in a really handmade way. So let me show you the black and white one, then it's really easy for you all to see, okay? So what you've got in the kit is you've got the ability to make the actual outside box itself. And the box is lovely, Joe, because it waterfalls out, and then you've got those lovely like corners in there. Then the clever bit is all the extras. So you've got the waterfall out. I'm going to keep it nice and simple and hold them down. We have the little box that goes in the middle, right? And then what we've got is we've got your twist and pop element. So your twist and pop elements open out at the edges, or you could put them on all 4 corners if you wanted, but they are really easy. I'm going to be showing you all of this in the show, okay? Then you've also got your waterfall cards. So I've gone sideways with mine, or you can come straight down and you can add all of your waterfall pieces in, okay? You've got your waterfall cards in there, and then you've also got your little slider pulleys. So 3 different, really unique and innovative different ways of displaying your photographs, displaying your papers, your message, whatever it is, inside that box. You know, Joe, when I got married, we had boxes on all the tables. I mean, not at this level. They were just ones that I'd handmade. They didn't have the lovely hearts on the corner. They didn't have any of the twist and pop, the waterfall. They just had photos on the edges. And all I know is we'd sit at the top table, and every 10 minutes, half an hour or so, we'd hear one of the tables erupt, and we'd be like, oh, Table 6 has found the exploding box. And it had all the pictures on of me and Simon when we were younger, when we were growing up. And it was just the most wonderful thing to make a centerpiece on a wedding table. Or maybe, hey, maybe you've started your own small business during lockdown. And you're getting, you know, you could say to people, you could have a little business on Etsy, you could have a little business on Facebook even, and you could be saying, send me your pictures and I will make you your personalised boxes. I've done this one here. It's a couple of hour project, and then you just put all of your pictures into the little slider pulleys, or little notes to add into here. Or you've got your little waterfalls where you put all the pieces. You can see all of that you saw in the black and white just come to life. And bear in mind, I'm trying to do this like roundabout the wrong way for the cameras to be able to see. Now, what I'm doing basically, guys, in case you hadn't realised, is we always try and start the first kind of 10, 15 minutes of the show, give you a bit of an idea of what's coming to give everyone chance to get logged on. And we have got record viewers.
Everyone's logged on. Everyone is logged on.
We've got everyone.
We've got people watching when they should be working from home, Sarah. People at work watching under the table secretly, because we've got a lot of people out there.
Well, right. I think I've given you all time to get logged on. I'm going to get me first. I'm going to get me first demo. I'm going to, just so you know what we're going to do over the course of the show. First of all, because you're going to want to record this one and come back and watch it. So if you're watching on Facebook, click share and it'll save it onto your wall. If you're watching on YouTube, put the bookmark on this one, because this is the show you're going to come back and watch, right? Let me just show you everything we're going to use and what we're going to do so you know what to expect, okay? First of all, I'm going to teach you how to make the big outer die. Now, if you want to go for just the outer die, you absolutely can. So it's called the exploding box main concept. And if I show you that, I mean, Joe's got the boards, which look much better, but you can see it does. These are the side panels. Oh, I've got a nice little, I'll just show you it in black and white, okay? So this is going to be the side panel that we're going to make. I've done them in black and white just so you can see them. And it makes one of your sides and the corner, and I've done them in black and white just stuck together so that you can see. So you're going to do that with your 4 side panels. Then you make your lid separately. We're going to put the lid on. So that's going to do your lid that goes with it, okay? That is the starting point. Then what we've got is this one here, Joe, which is the stencil, which allows you to do the little box that goes in the middle, okay? So the stencil that makes that little box to go in the middle, we were going to do it as dies, but then the whole set was going to end up over 200 quid. And I was like, nope, I want this to be really affordable. And it's what, £56 or something if you're in the club, if you're a platinum member.
$71 as a platinum member in the US.
Which is a fraction of the... By the time you've made 3 or 4 boxes, the whole thing's paid for itself, okay? So that makes the little mini box to go in the middle. Then we're going to do all of the sleeves that fall down. So those are all made, again, using this part here. So they're all included. So I'm going to show you how to make all of these parts here, right? So just the actual, what we call the inner sleeves. Then what we're going to do is we're going to make the extras. So you've got the one that does the twist and pop. No, sorry, that's the waterfall. We're going to do a waterfall. Then we're going to do the little pulley. We've got the pulley set. Then we've got the set that does the twist and pop. We're going to do that one. You also get the set of stamps and also the die cut edges. And then you've got those gorgeous paper pads, which basically then gives you absolutely everything we have in the whole range. I wanted to show you these because obviously if you just want to pick up individually, just the key bit really is that box die. So I know a lot of you might just want to go for that. Who am I kidding, Joe? Everyone's going to get the whole lot.
Get the whole
Of course
thing.
you are.
I don't know how it managed to put 2 paper pads in here as well, double-sided ones with die-cut toppers for that incredible price. It really is an amazing bundle. It's very busy. Over a quarter has gone now. The website is in absolute meltdown. If you want to get your order in, then sit back, relax and watch the rest of the show. No reason why you wouldn't do that. craftscompanion.co.uk.com.au. Click shop the show. There's loads of other stuff in the show as well, which hopefully I'll get time to show you as we go through the rest of the show. Loads of you saying hi as well. Roberta's in. I can see Rochelle, Kathy, Peggy, June, Irina. Lots of you letting me know that you've got this. Mish, Evelyn, La Quieta, everyone's so excited to see what you come up with over the next couple of hours, Sarah.
Oh, hey, it's going to be, I promise you, it's going to be amazing, but it's easy. It's easy. Now, I'm going to use the new Midi because I can, Joe. And then I've literally just come off air about 15 minutes ago with Create and Craft, where I was doing the launch of the Midi on Create and Craft. And to give you an idea, I've got my scraps that I cut. I was showing everybody how just because it's small doesn't mean it can't pack a punch. And what I did was I did the die that I always use, the really intricate one on the Gemini. I did it but on the Midi, right? Then I had my real, you know, the upholstery leather that we get from the people around the corner.
No, there's no way you can cut that in a hand wound machine.
I did upholstery leather on a manual die cut machine. This is the thing, Joe, okay? Don't think of it as a manual die cutting machine, okay? People have been making manual die cutting machines for years, But it's taken us years to engineer this because the factory who make the Geminis are the factory who've obviously made the new Midi. So we've got all the technology of the Gemini built into here. So the way the gearing works, the power, the pressure, everything that you'd expect in a regular Gemini in the Midi. And tomorrow, Leanna's going to put it through its absolute paces and do the whole show because there is so much. Just based on, I did 45 minutes at Crate and Craft and we literally blew the roof off. People couldn't believe how much you could do with it, just like a normal machine.
Well, already 20% of that has gone. Leanne could be very, very upset tomorrow. We will see. Platinum members, £56 for you guys, $71.96 if you want to get the Midi. I am hearing loads of people shopping for both the Midi and the exploding boxes and multi-ordering. Can we all just take a moment? Because I'm going to give myself a nosebleed in a minute. 30% now of the boxes are sold out and gone. Loads of you getting your orders in before Sara's demos get started, but I am very worried about the stock. But yes, over to you, Sara. I know so many people are so excited to see how these go together, myself included.
Well, that's fine. You can get it ordered and you can sit back and relax. I know that's what most people do. Now you can relax and know it's on its way to you. You can enjoy the demo. And honestly, you will be blown away by how easy it is. I think we've got, like I said, we've got like almost record viewing numbers for this time of day. That is fabulous, right? You've all had your chance. This is it. 15 minutes into the shows where you're going to need to fast forward to start and watch the demonstration. So let's start at the very beginning, Joe. It's a very good place to start.
It
right?
really is.
So here we go. The actual outer box. We're going to start with that outer box part. This is the set that you want, the exploding box main concept. Now look how it comes. You get the die. So here's the side panels. Then you've got the die that does the lid. But then very importantly, you also get in here the instructions, right? So we're going to walk you through step by step exactly what you need to do. Because what we looked at doing, Joe, is we could have just done a massive die that die cut it all at once. The problem is that doesn't fit in anybody's machine, right? And also, that die would be like, what, £100 just for the outer die to do that. So it's broken down into manageable bite-sized chunks, which makes it so affordable. That £80, $120 is the whole collection. The twist and pop, the set, it's everything, not just the box, okay? So here we go. Let me get this out. Let's start with the side panels. And do you know what I'm going to use, Joe? Those gorgeous pearlescent card pads, right? So I've used the navy and blush for my project. The card pad itself are the 250 GSM ones. So those are the ones, you can see I've used all the blue, that are really nice and strong. They are fabulous, fabulous, right? I'm going to use that for these pieces. Now, here's what you're going to do. Those of you who are seeing the Midi for the first time today, okay, it is just like our Gemini Mini in that it's a folder-based system. So you don't need to have any plates or anything like that. You're going to just use a folder, right? So here we go. I'm going to pop this inside the folder. And then it just goes into the machine. Let's bring the machine into shot so where you can see it, right? And you're just twisting. So all the pressure of a regular Gemini machine, but achieved in a manual, portable format, right?
I love that it sits on top of the big Gemini as well.
It does. It's lovely up there, isn't it? Right, here, so Sara's tip, right? When you've done this, what I want you to do is fold it over and fold those bits away from themselves. That is, when you've got a die cut score line, that is the way to ensure that your cardstock doesn't crack, okay? And then you can fold them back the other way, because really, we want them folded both ways. And this navy card, Joe, looks so incredibly luxurious.
I think, is this the first, pretty right in saying we're the first time we've done pearlescent pads before this collection. And they are off the chart amazing. They look so luxurious, Sara. That's the bit that really strikes me with it. And then you've got all the matching paper to go with it as well, which is also equally gorgeous, isn't it?
Well, I mean, it pains me to stick a double-side cardstock onto this, but I mean, look how fabulous, right? Little matte layer on there. And it's because it's the same shade of blues, but it's still a pearlescent finish. Something about that navy blue and blush, it's very in. It goes really well with rose gold, by the way. Right, you need 4 of them, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4, right? And all you're going to do with all of them is you're just going to fold and burnish those crease lines, Joe.
Awesome. Someone is asking, how many 12 by 12 sheets do you recommend we select outside of the base to make these up, Sara?
Oh, outside. What do you mean outside?
Outside of the
base?
base, I think as in total, I think. Is
Oh, in
what,
total. So I would
Tatiana
say
says.
1, 2, 2 of the blue I've used, 1 of the pink, 6 tops.
Cool.
6 sheets of card tops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Mary Lee says the exploding box is too cool. I can't believe how fabulous. Wow, these will make the most wonderful gifts. They will indeed. And it's why they've been launched right now, to give you time to make them up into fabulous gifts. Imagine giving someone something in one of these boxes, Sarah. Not only giving them an awesome gift, but then they've also got that keepsake that they keep forever with all the memories in there, the photos. I love the idea of having little handwritten stories maybe on some of the panels, or some actual memories, like written down memories in there as well.
Absolutely priceless, Joe. Totally priceless. Right, here we go. So I've got 4 of these ready, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to, can you see here? I'm going to go to the instructions, and it tells me for the inside part, I need to cut myself a little piece of cardstock that's just less than 4 inches, right? And it gives you all the sizes in there. Now watch this. You're going to put tape here and here, can you see? And we're going to pop this down on here. There's the first part, right? Then watch this. So what we're going to do here is we're going to put tape, tape. This goes under here, like that. And then that sticks on there, and then there's the second piece. And then exactly the same here with the third piece. Can you see how easy it is, Joe? I bet you were thinking it was going to be really complicated.
Yeah, this is way easy. In my head, it was much more complicated than this.
This is why we have Crafters TV, so that you can all see it, right? And then again, a little bit more tape on there, and this is going to go into here. And this again just tucks underneath there. We add that last piece on, stick this down, add that down, and there is our whole outer box done, right? And then because we folded everything both ways, these all just fold up into the middle like this. There's the our fourth side, and there's the outer base of the box, okay? So there's the outer box looking very tremendously smart from the outside. And then for the lid, so I've just used some of the pink cardstock, and because this is the brilliant thing, in the collection you know everything's going to match. And when we switch it over, this one here does your lid. Now you also get loads of extra decoration, which we're going to use. You're going to pop that on, you're going to whiz that through, and when it comes out, you're going to get the lid. Now, really important, again, you're going to fold all of your crease lines. But what we've done on the lid, Joe, is you'll see it doesn't just look like a regular box lid. It's got a reinforced fold line over the edge.
Yeah, I thought it looked slightly different.
Yes, it's got this reinforced little bit. So I'll show you how that works. You're going to put all these pieces down there, right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to stick our tape on. So you'll go, these go in from the sides like this. So when you do this, you're going to put your tape on the corners. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you flip it over and put tape on these ones here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And then when we fold these over, you make this up as a regular box, right? So there's our 4 sides of the box, just the regular box, Joe. And then once you've done that, these then fold in like this, right?
So it's like a double strength box lid, this one.
Double strength, purely because, Joe, the amount of handling these boxes are going to have is off the chart. They literally, you're going to just be on, off with the lid. So it's double reinforced, so that literally every time you go to do that lid, the whole box falls. Or if I should show you what we're going to have by the end of the show, we're going to have this all folded in. There's our double reinforced lid, which can hold it together. And then as soon as you lift the lid, you've got that immediate explosion, which is what you want to see. That's the bit that's really impressive. So that is stage 1. That's the outer box complete, Joe.
Awesome. Right, I just want to remind everyone what is coming included. 35% of the stock is now sold out and gone. Remember, you are getting the main mechanism in here. So this is what you've just seen Sara using. This is what this is what it's going to cut out for you. So I love the fact that, look, we're Crafters Companion. It means that we fill these die sheets as much as we can. So it means that all the decoration, all the decorative elements are fully included there for you as well. Now you've got the mini box along with the lid as well, and that is coming to you in the form of a stencil. You then have that twist and pop mechanism, which has been resized perfectly to work with your exploding boxes. You've got the slider mechanism in here as well. You then also have the waterfall mechanism in here, and you are then getting as well those happy sentiments. That is all your hardware that you are getting included. Let me share with you too the awesome, gorgeous paper pads that you're getting in here as well. So you're going to get traditional florals. Now you've got die cut elements in the back of here. They're worth £18 each, these. Take those off for the cost of this whole collection, and those dies are incredible value. Really gorgeous, that one. And then you've also got in here as well the contemporary watercolour, again with die cut elements. I really love this. You've got some very striking bold designs in here, which is absolutely awesome. £80 or $120 is your price. You're saving over 35% if you are in the UK, which is awesome. You're saving over 20% in the US. What I would say is if you're a Club Inspired Platinum member, £64 or $96. It is amazing value. 40% of the stock has gone. Now, I need to talk to you about Sara.
Yes.
I know this is really cheeky, right? Because like a quarter of the stock has gone, and Leanne is going to be really cross with me because, you know, she's my mate and she thinks I'm going to save this for her for tomorrow. But so many people are going for this. Do you think we could just have like maybe a little, just like 5 minutes, just a bit of an overview on the Midi? What do you think? I know it's cheeky. She's going to say no.
I think we were thinking the same thing.
Oh, yay!
Right. Okay. So, and I'm only doing this because the way it's heading, we might not have any stock of this for Leanne's show tomorrow. Oh, I think me little clipper's just clipped and given us the shock of my life, Joe. You know, it clipped at the back, it's just got clipped, and I was like, oh, I need to explain to you why I jumped there. Yes, the way we're heading, we're probably not going to have any, well, I hope Leanne's not watching, probably not going to have any stock for Leanne's show tomorrow. So instead of you missing out on what it does, all I'm going to do is prove to you that it is what I say it is, right? Because I said it performs exactly the same as our Gemini, and it really, really does. I'm going to show you, okay?
Which made me think, I was thinking, surely not. Surely not. I looked at it. I mean, it looks beautiful. And I think it's quite, you know, it's quite compact. And I just because I know all the amazing things that the other Geminis can do, that's why I was just a bit apprehensive.
Well, poor Leanne had a whole show planned on doing everything that the Gemini does tomorrow. I might have to squeeze it into this short. Good job, the box is really quick to make, right? Let me just show you, okay? This is, I have a box for my Gemini demo, right? And it's the same whichever Gemini I demonstrate. It's the same whichever one this is. This is the most intricate die that we have in our collection, right? And I keep it, it's out of circulation now, but I keep it just to show people the pressure in a Gemini machine, okay? So, and I take it onto mirror card. Not like a thin cardstock, a 320 GSM mirror cardstock, right? Now, just like our Gemini Mini, don't need to worry about plates, you just need a folder. Let me tell you though, we have extra folders. They are for pennies. Really, compared to what you pay for Gemini plates, given that this is a full set of Gemini plates, I'll get the details up for you on extra folders because you absolutely need to just order extra folders while you're on ordering, okay? Because you will go through more folders because these can't be made of the same material that we make our Gemini plates of. They're not as thick, right? So, watch this. Through the Gemini Midi, right? So the only difference is obviously it's manual, which means you're the motor now. Not the machine, not the plug socket, you're the motor, right? However, are you ready? We do a Sara zoom. Look at this.
Whoa.
Look at all the detail in
That's
that cutting job.
unbelievable.
It's not missed a single little bit. And then all you do...
I know electric machines that can't cut that die, Sara. Other brands of electric machines that will not cut that die.
Do you know what we're going to have to stop saying? We're going to have to stop saying this is an electronic die cutting machine does this, because there are other electronic die cutting machines that couldn't do this and perform at the level of a Gemini. And now we have a manual machine that does this and performs at the level of Gemini. Look at this. Every little bit is cut to perfect. Even all the bits fell out, right? Now, I always say, There's two reasons everyone buys a Gemini, and both of them are to do with the pressure in the machine. So they buy a Gemini machine because they want a machine that's going to cut this many times at once. Also, having that much pressure means you can cut through things like that upholstery leather, right? So let me just show you here, the upholstery leather. Oh, by the way, the more pressure you put through, so things like, I'm about to use a multimedia die, things like that, remember to turn and rotate your plates, right? So we've got the Gemini Midi on the top now. I'm going to open this out and turn it inside out so that the Gemini Midi is inside. So you can use them just like you would turn and rotate your Gemini plates.
Hang on. Is that a multimedia die?
Multimedia die straight in there.
Through the Gemini Midi?
Through the Gemini Midi, straight in there.
I didn't know you could
More
do
to
that.
Sara, straight through. And the thing is, the length of the handle and the gearing, the way the gears are done, I know a lot of you wouldn't have had the strength perhaps to be able to cut leather with a manual machine, but the way we've geared it makes it a lot easier. I mean, look, come on, Joe.
It's like a hot knife through butter.
Right, and then, so let me find, have I got one of my embossing folders here? Where's my embossing folder? I did have it.
We're getting told off because they're
Hold
worried.
that thought.
We're
I'm
getting
going to
told
find
off,
a
Sara,
3D
because
folder.
people are worried it's going to sell out, and they're saying, "Well, you shouldn't really be doing it." I've heard the phone ring in the gallery, Sara.
Right, come on, no, I'm doing it. Right, come on, I need you to see it with a 3D folder, okay? So, I've got one of my 3D folders here. Let me make sure I'm going the right way. Right, I'm going to be a bit cheeky, Joe. Are you ready for this? Right, I'm going to get a couple of bits of cardstock. Let's have a little look. So I'm just going to fold a couple of bits of cardstock and put it inside.
We're getting told off, Sara.
I know, but you've got to see this, right? So inside there, so all I've done is added the cardstock for extra pressure. Because I want you to see that emboss and go, no way has she been able to. Let's have a little look. Hang on, this is a little bit wide.
Getting busier and busier on this. Remember, if you're a Club Inspired Platinum, then £56 or $71.96 to get your hands on this today. Loads of you going for the exploding boxes and the Midi together.
Joe, I just did something there, which is I went to put this into the plates because embossing folders you normally put in plates. You don't need to.
Oh, it just goes for its
put the
own.
embossing folder straight in on its own.
On its own?
No plate required.
So is that a 2D or 3D embossing folder on its own?
That's a 3D embossing folder with leather in. Come on, you're going to have to get in close.
Shut the front door.
3D embossing folder with real upholstery leather. No, straight through the machine, literally no plates.
And we know machines that cost hundreds of pounds that cannot do the job that this $69.99, $89.95 machine can do. I am not surprised, Sara, to learn that 30% of a massive Crafters TV launch stock has already sold out and gone. Will there be enough for Leanne's show tomorrow? Leanne is going to be absolutely fuming if we sell it out. She is going to be savage, I warn you. Right, I want to share with you something else that I know you're going to love. We launched these recently when we did the Ultimate, and they are the paper pads. Now, they're going to work beautifully with your exploding boxes. So what we've got first is we have got this one here, which is the blush, navy and blush trio. Gorgeous, gorgeous paper in this one. This is 200 GSM, this one. So it's a kind of cross between paper and card. These are all pearlescent as well. First time we've done pearlescent pads. Now this little collection here that you've got, it gets you that pad there, and then it also gets you the cardstock. So this is not paper in here. I can't stress that enough. This is full-on cardstock that you've got here, and it's still got that gorgeous pearlescence to it. So you're going to get 24 sheets of that one. They go together, and you get the ribbon. You can get them there for the price on your screen, £40 or $50. You're going to want all of them. I'm going to show you how you can get even better value in just a second. The next one we have is our Decadent Decor. So this one just here, and this is coming along with our caramel and cream as well, which is gorgeous. So there's your pattern papers. There's your gorgeous caramel and cream cardstock in the 250, and it's coming along with a caramel and cream ribbon for you, £40 or $50. We then have the lovely lilacs. Now, I know this is one of your absolute favourites, this one. Gorgeous lilac floral, lots of greens in here as well. It's got a real French vintage chic feeling to it. You're going to get that, 30 sheets of the 200 GSM. You'll get the cardstock to match as well, along with the ribbons, which is awesome, £40 or $50. And then finally, the last one we have is the Orange Sunset for you, which has that summer sunset pad. This can I just show you how shiny this is? Look at the quality of that pearlescent paper. It's unbelievable. The designs are incredible. It's a bit grown up, this one. It's a little bit Moorish, it's a little bit Moroccan. I love it. You're going to get the cardstock that goes with it, and you're going to get the ribbon as well. £40, $50. However, it's so lovely, isn't it, to have the whole thing? Well, we've done an awesome deal for you where you can get all 4 collections together, £115 if you want to get them all together, or $146, which is brilliant. Now, Club Inspire Platinum members, £92, $116.80, free postage and packaging, free shipping and handling on that as well, which is awesome. Right, I want to do a really super quick stills recap, and then we'll get back over to Sara for the rest of that demonstration. Here is that full collection. I don't know what we're going to do for the second half of the show because half of the stock has sold out and gone here now on this one. £80, $120. You guys are loving, absolutely loving this concept. Very busy there. Also very busy, as we knew we would be, on the Midi. It does dispatch from the 25th of November. So it will dispatch from the 25th of November along with everything else in your order. How much of the stock's gone? Ooh, over a third now of the stock's gone. It is a brand new launch for you. Now, what I want to do is, I don't want any of you to be panicked, ever, period. I don't want you to ever be panicked. So I know a lot of you are sat with the exploding boxes or the Midi in your basket, probably just waiting for an opportunity to check out because you don't want to miss Sara's next demonstration. So what I'm going to do, give you a couple minutes to get yourself checked out. So why don't we play the Club Inspire video and then we'll go back to Sara for the rest of that demonstration.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now, on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money-saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind the scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
All the details there of Club Inspire. Right, any questions that you've got, still get them into me over on Facebook or across on YouTube, and I'll put them across to Sara as we go through. Right, so we've done the main sort of outer bit then, Sara, and that was super, super simple. So is the rest of it going to be as easy?
Even easier, Joe. Honestly, that is as difficult as it gets. So I know a lot of you are kind of just joining us because we're getting busier and busier and busier. So if you go back and watch the show from the beginning, I've shown everybody how to construct the outside of the box, right? So we've done that outside, and then we've also done the lid to go on top of it. And then the next stage, once you've got that, is actually to put your waterfall layers in. So we're going to reference the instruction booklet, because I know you won't always be sitting watching me, but I want you to see how easy it is, okay? So we've done all of this. We're now up to this stage here. So it says to form the bases of the box, okay? What you need to do is you need to cut yourself some pieces of cardstock. They need to be 4 inches long, right? So 4 inches long, and you're going to cut 4 of them in the first colour that are 3.5 inches wide. You're going to cut 4 of them in the next colour that are 3 1/4 inches wide. And you're going to cut 3 of them in the next colour that are 3 inches wide. Okay? So they're all going to be 4 inches long, but you're going to cut 4 of them that are, and it shows you this all here, right? 3 1/2 inches, 3 1/4, 3, right? But always 4 inches long. Now, they then relate to these here. So you've got the outer, the middle, and then the inner, right? So watch what you do. If we start off with the outside ones, you're going to take that on. You'll see that one will be exactly the 3 1/2 inches that we talked about, right? You'll see this one here is exactly the 3 1/4, right? And then the smallest one will be exactly, oh, is that the small one? Yes, this one here. I thought it didn't look about the right size. There you go. That goes right on the edge there at your 3 1/4. And then this one is the inner layer, which are all cut to 3 inches wide, right? So, and then they're going to go through your machine. So I'll use them through our Gemini Mini that Leanne's going to go mad with me about. Midi. Yeah, I keep saying Mini, don't I? The Midi. Watch it. This is what I love about the manual machine. How quick was that? Literally.
Is that it?
That was it. Next one. Straight through. You know, I mean, it's seconds, Joe. And this is why, if you've already got a Gemini machine, you know how awesome your Gemini machine is. And how awesome would it be to have the larger? It's all the stuff that we use the Mini for all the time, but now you've got them in your bigger machine. I mean, that would have been, don't get me wrong, I love me Gemini to bits, right? But that would have taken me about a minute to cut all of them. And I've done them in about 10 seconds, right? That is the difference. It is just, and look, it just sits on top of me Gemini. I've literally got it just sat on top of me Gemini. It looks at home there, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Right, so you need 4 of each of these. So let's have a look. I've got another 3 of those. So let's do the outer layer first. Let's make sure I don't lose all of these. 1, 2. Look, I've lost one already. Joe, I'm an absolute liability. Right, we'll find that in a second. 1, 2. Yeah, I will literally. There it is, right? 1, 2, 3. Right, so we keep them nice and organised. Right, remember what I said? The side that's got the score line on, turn it away and fold that first. So it's opposite to what I tell you when we're scoring on the Ultimate. And I don't know why that is. If you were thinking, oh, she'll explain to us why that is. I have no idea. I just know if you want to make sure your cardstock doesn't crack, the side that you've scored on, fold that towards yourself first. So there's the score. So I'm going to fold it into the score and then back out of the score, right? So you've got 4 of these. I'm going to put a little bit of tape on all 4 of them, Joe, and then I'm going to cut a square of card to go in the middle. So my square of card, surprise, surprise, 3 1/2 inches wide, because they were all 3 1/2 inches, right? So your square of card goes in the middle, and you just have 1, 2, and then 3, and there we go, and then the 4th one on there. So there is my perfect kind of fall down waterfall piece. And I like to fold everything both ways. It's at this point that it's worth doing all this, what's called burnishing, Joe. Getting all your sticks really, really good. Because if you do all of that, then what happens is the box, which is going to get handled so much over the years, is going to stay stuck really, really well. So can you see that there goes into there, right? How well the colour combo works, Joe. That's that lovely pad. Now I've used all the colours in the pad because I've done the outer box in the blue, then I've done the inner box, the first one. Oh, let's have a look. I haven't got that quite perfectly lined up. I'm going to move you. Now I've got it all laid flat. Now I can see it's all nicely lined up. It's good job you've got a bit of time with pearlescent card. You're going to do exactly the same with the pink. So you're going to do 4 layers with the pink, Joe. You'll be pleased to know, in true Sara style. I've just got the last one to add on.
So gorgeous, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Very, very busy on that navy and blush card and ribbon collection. Please know, it is my favourite one, that one, Sara.
Is it?
Yeah,
you
it
like
really
the navy.
is.
Do you know do you know what it works really well with? I think I said this earlier, didn't I?
Tags.
Rose gold.
Oh, rose gold. And I do like the caramel and cream one as well, but I must say that one is absolutely gorgeous. You guys
Navy
are
and blush with
loving
rose
that.
gold is fabulous.
Anne asked, do all these fit through the Midi? Yes, they do.
So your outer box tie is tight. Let me show you because I
Okay.
want you to see how tight it is, okay? It is tight on your Midi. So it's good at a push, but it's very, very tight, okay? So there you go, that answers that one. Any more questions?
Tall Chicky says, Sara, how do you keep the card from cracking? Good
Oh,
question.
so just exactly the way I've just explained that fold.
Awesome.
Fold it away. Oh, let's have a look. I've gone on with the grey. Didn't mean to do the grey. We've got the grey. Now I'm going with the blue one inside, Joe.
Awesome. Is it the same size opening as the Junior? Talking about the Midi.
It is indeed. It is.
Awesome.
I should have. Do you know, if it was a proper show on the Midi, I would have covered all these off, wouldn't I? Because that would have been professional of me as a guest demonstrator presenting a product to do all of that. My excuse is I'm not supposed to be doing the show on a Midi. I'm stealing Leanne's thunder, which I am inevitably going to be getting in bother for later.
Tempting Tatiana says, I want to see Sara dressed as Mary Poppins for Halloween next year. I don't know where that came from. I love how
Totally
random that
random.
is, Tatiana.
Totally random, Tatiana. Right. Can you see it? So, Joe, to put this into perspective, that is what I did when we got married. It didn't have these lovely fancy bits on the corner, but it just had these, and I put photographs on each of these levels, and that was as much as I did. Now I'm going to do a little bit of decoration. So what I've done is I've just cut out some of the hearts, and I'm going to mat and layer the hearts on the side, and I've got a couple of photographs. Can you see I've put them out, and I'm going to add my photographs in here as well. So as long as you can see what I'm doing, Joe, I'm literally just matting and layering now.
Awesome. Loads of you going for this, letting me know that you're going for it. Stephanie says, tried the cardstock a few days ago for a birthday card with the aperture dies. Love it. Everything coordinates, she says. Tina says, well, I love the Midi. I just ordered the complete exploding box kit. I cannot wait for it to arrive. Loads of you letting me know that you're going for both the exploding boxes and also that Midi as well. I'm just hearing how many of you are in the ordering process at the moment with those exploding boxes. It is extremely busy.
I haven't done the cool stuff yet either, Joe. All I've
done the cool stuff yet?
All I've done is the basic box, the awesome stuff for those of you. Let's have a look. I was going to look for my all-purpose glue, which is gone walkabout. It's all right. I'll stick them down with tape pens. Yes, I haven't done all the cool stuff like the twist and pop. That's what's coming up next. I wanted to just get the actual basic box done for you to kind of get you started. I wanted everyone to see just how easy it was, Joe. I mean, and the thing is, when you see this. So I've put the whole box together in about 15, 20 minutes. It's just a starting point here. I mean, it is that easy to do. By the end of the show, including having a bit chit-chat with everybody and you having to rudely interrupt me to make sure everybody doesn't miss out, we're going to get through the whole box and do all the decoration.
How awesome. How absolutely awesome. Loads of you love these. I can't wait for you to get them home. Do you know what I'd love to know as well? I'd love to know what you're going to be using these for. What are you going to be creating them for? What memories are going to be going into yours? What pictures are you going to be using?
I know. Leanne, guess what I bought Leanne yesterday? Because I am the nicest. No, I am the nicest boss. So yes, I brought her a bottle of gin in because she was ready for it. But because she's had a new granddaughter, do you know what I just got her? One of those little photo printers.
Those ones that you love.
The one that I love. So the reason I was able to get all this ready is I've got those little photo printers. So these are all printed, not onto, because I like it when they're proper photographs, Joe.
Me too.
Yeah, I like proper photographs. Let's have a look. Should I have them pointing out, pointing in? We'll go pointing out, right? Like the old style printing, isn't it? All right. So there we go. So I'm just going to put these on. So, by the way, I'll keep you going. So that's me and my mum. This was me and my mum last weekend. Not last weekend. Valentine's. Wasn't Valentine's. Halloween weekend. We went pumpkin picking with the kids.
It looked very wet.
This is me and my brother-in-law Matt when we went and did a 15k run around Lake Windermere when we went camping with the kids over the summer. So that's me and Uncle Matt. It's funny how we call him Uncle Matt now because he's the kids' Uncle Matt, not my Uncle Matt. This is our Oliver when he did his karate grading and got his green belt. They were doing all their classes on Zoom at first during lockdown, and then they started doing them open air in in a playground
Oh,
at a school about an
chilly out
hour
there.
away. So you bet it's what?
But it's chilly there.
It really is. And then this is I went and walked Helvellyn, which is one of our mountains here in the UK in the Lake District. And that's my uncle, so not the kids' uncle, my genuine uncle, my mum's brother and his wife and my cousin and then my mum. So we went and walked, there we go, Helvellyn. So we've got that on the inside. So there is my first round of pictures, my first thing. So there is like this, the exploding box started. And in the second half of the show now, I'm going to be doing all of the, do you want me to just show you for everybody who missed the start of the show? Just take a second, folks, while I fold all this up. Pretend you haven't seen this. You're going to have the big wow. You're going to have the big wow reveal, okay? So the big wow, when you do this and it all explodes in front of you, we're going to be doing the twist and pop. So I'm going to be showing you how to do that twist and pop there, and I've got loads more lovely photos. I'm also going to be showing you little things like these little edges, how we do all of that. You've got the little box that we're going to do in the middle as well. Then we've got all of these little pulleys. We're going to do the little pulley that reveals the hidden photograph on the inside. I've got one there, got another one over here. Oh, look, that was Simon and the boys on Simon's 40th. You kind of can't see Simon there, I've cut him out, but it's me and me lovely boys, right? Little extra little cubbies in there. And then the waterfall, right? How awesome. Look at these, ready? How awesome are these little waterfall? Oh, look at how Charlie there. Look at how Charlie. So you've got the little waterfalls. Do you know, actually, it might be easy if I show you it on the overhead instead there. So I'm trying to do it back to front upside down. I know it's a bit dark, but look at this. Look how well that waterfall mechanism works when you can do it really quick, really easy. And then, oh, look, there's the kids on Simon's 40th birthday earlier this year with his mum and dad. But yeah, poo-poo, poo-poo. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Do you have to make that noise when you do it?
Absolutely.
Okay, just
poo-poo,
checking.
poo-poo, poo-poo. Yeah, so that's what we're doing in the second half of the show.
Awesome. Right, I need to take you back through everything you'll get included. How are we doing on stock? 60% now of our stock has gone. It doesn't take into account everyone's in the ordering process at the moment. I'm trying to remain calm. I really am. I'm trying to be the face of calm in, you know, this in the face really of adversity.
In adversity.
It is going to sell out. There's no two ways about it. It's going to sell out. If you want it, or you've decided that you might want it, you're going to need to be quick about it. 60% has gone. Let me take you through exactly what you're getting again, because the value is extremely amazing in here. So you've got your main concept and your lid dies in here, which is awesome. And that is what that's going to cut out for you, which is everything that you need to create these incredible boxes. The next one here that we've got, this is your exploding box, mini box and lid template. So this is a template that's going to enable you to create that smaller box that goes on the inside of there. Do you need to have the smaller box in there, or can you make them without the smaller box inside?
No, just make them without.
Oh, awesome.
Just make them without.
We then have in here all the fun bits, as Sara would call it. So you've got that twist and pop mechanism there for you. You've also then got as well the slider mechanism, which is this one just here, which is awesome. And then we've also got here as well the waterfall mechanism there as well. And we're going to give you some stamps in here as well to help you finish that off. You've got some gorgeous happy sentiment stamps in there also. So that's everything that you're getting hardware wise. Let me also share with you, of course, those two awesome paper pads that are coming in here as well. These designed to work perfectly in conjunction with your exploding boxes. So here you've got your die cut toppers that are in here, which is awesome, and then all of these gorgeous double-sided papers, florals as well. You know, florals are so, well, they're sort of evergreen really, aren't they? They're always going to work for you. There's nothing too overly fashionable in this pad, which is brilliant. Then what we've also given you, I can't believe we've managed to give you two pads. The pads alone in here are worth £36. So you're paying £44 for the rest of the collection. You've got these in here as well, so really beautiful. This one's a bit more refined, this paper pad, I think. It's a bit more grown up. You've got some gorgeous patterns in here. I absolutely adore, I'm going to show it to you in a moment, this one just here. It's like graph paper. You've also, the great thing about it as well is that what you've got is, on the reverse, you've got something that's going to work beautifully with the imagery that's on the front of there as well. Both of those are coming included for you, which is absolutely brilliant. £80 today if you are here in the UK. That becomes £64 if you're a Platinum member. $120 if you're in the US becomes $96 if you are a Platinum member in the club. 2/3, however, of the stock has sold out and gone. It is really, really busy, guys. There are so many of you in the ordering process at the moment. The Midi, I know we've talked about this a lot. 40% of the stock has gone. Now, it's not just like a stock that we've brought in for this show. It's a site-wide stock across the Crafter's Companion. And also, the other thing is, this is a launch. This is a brand new launch for us. We've bought a lot of stock in. We've ring-fenced a lot of stock in order to be able to bring it to you. 40% of the stock has gone. When it sells out, absolutely we'll restock it. How long will that be? I just do not know. I don't imagine when this stock is
I've
gone,
got a
you'll
fair
be seeing
idea,
this.
Joe.
It won't
I've
be
got a
this side
fair
of
idea.
Christmas.
Yeah,
Definitely won't be this side of Christmas.
Yeah.
I'd imagine you'd be looking well into the new year before you manage to get your hands on this again. You guys love it. It packs a punch. It's full of pressure. It's an incredible price for a machine that does this much. Now, I know you love watching the demonstrations here at Crafters TV. That's what we're all about. However, if you want to watch and shop at the same time, if you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube, you need to get yourself over to the website, and here is how you watch and shop at the same time. Hi, I'm Joe from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can grab the best deals and shop whilst you watch during our shows. So the best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. Head on over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV. You can see all of our shows, offers, and even shop while you watch. Now if you want to get involved and comment along, head over to our Facebook page. Come say hello, ask us some questions, and lol with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even AirPlay directly onto your big screen. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day. Absolutely, we do create every single day. 70% now of that exploding box, brand new Crafters TV exclusive launch, has at least sold out and gone. It is going to go. It is just a question of when. Right, we're starting to take bets in the studio if you can get the demonstration finished before the stock runs out, Sara.
Right, so I mean, I'm quick. I don't know if I'm that quick, Joe. So this is crazy. I mean, I should have known when it was this busy this morning on Crate and Craft that you guys would go bananas for it. Right, watch what I'm going to do here, Joe. I'm just going to take, we've got loads of these lovely little extras, and I've got loads of them built in all over. So I love this one. And I love all of them. Who am I kidding, right? Let's have a look. I'm going to get these two here because I particularly love these two. And we've got that one, and then I'll cut another piece of card, and I'll cut them both at once to show you what sort of thing I was envisaging with these. So, back out on my Midi. Now, this is because I need to use it, Joe, not because I'm trying to wind Leanne up. So, just before anybody says anything, right? Hey, it's going to be gone before our show tomorrow, isn't it? Hey, I'm going to be in so much trouble. Right, here we go. So, if I line these up in there, you can see, again, even intricate dies, they're going to cut out absolutely beautifully, right? And even if you just want a quick in and out cut, you don't have to wind it all the way through, okay? Then look at these. I mean, I love that finish. And then again, let's just clean my die out, put that there. I mean, look how they are dropping out of the dies, Joe. That's the sort of thing you only thought was possible in a manual, you never thought was possible in a manual machine. You only ever thought was possible with an electronic machine, but we're having absolutely no problem at all with this. Now, watch what I thought we'd do. So on some of these here, I'm going to put my little sliders up on these, but on the other two, I've just cut some pieces of that cardstock. And if you go for the navy and blush, remember, you've got the matching navy and blush pad. And it's the navy and blush matching pad that I've done all of my matting and layering from. So you've still got that lovely pearlescent finish in exactly the same colours. And the way it just gives it such a professional finish is unbelievable, right? Now, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to pop this on the front. I'm just going to put a little bit of tape down the two sides, Joe, okay? And then I'm going to fold this over like this on the two sides, and it'll just make a little holder. Whether it's for, I mean, I have literally packed mine full of photographs, but maybe it's not that you're packing it full of photographs, you're putting little notes and things like that in. See, that's going to go there like that. And then I've got a couple of more little photos that I can just slot into there.
Oh, I love that.
Look at this one here. Oh, that's when we were babysitting our Grace one day in the summer and we took her to the beach. She idolises our Oliver. Right, and then let's have a look. I've done another one of those for the other side. And then should we do the those pulleys? Because they're just absolutely awesome for the other. Should we have a go at that one, right?
Let's
have a look. Oh, this is when we went camping. This is when we took the kids camping. So there's me and our Grace in our little camping chairs. Oh, and then that one's from a while back there where we could all get together. So, yep, some lovely little family photos. Right, so that's me little photos at the side. Let's do the little pulley reveal. So for those of you who have just joined us late, this is what we're going to do, these bits here, right? So the die set, and I feel like I need to crack these demos in now because before long, these have all sold out individually. They're only available in the bundle. We did actually have everything individually, believe it or not, folks. And they all sold out before the show. So we only have these ones in the bundle still. But Joe, you'd love these for little tags.
Oh, you know how I feel about a tag.
Love them, right? So let's have I'm going to get my cardstock out, and I'm going to get a bit of the pink, right? A little bit of the pink,
a lot of people sharing ideas. Karen says it's great for a pet memorial. These boxes, which I think is lovely. Somewhere you could put lots of pictures of your pets to remember them.
Oh, that would be lovely. I saw somebody else said they were going to do one for a big wedding anniversary they had coming up. I thought that was a lovely idea.
Really, really nice idea.
Are you ready with this one, Joe? What I'm going to show you is you need to cut it a couple of times. So watch this. If I just get, where have I put my scissors? Here they are. Right. So I'm going to do once with the inner piece, and I'm going to do once without the inner piece. Right? So you can keep chatting now, as long as everybody can see what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. There is method to my madness, right?
I need to let you know, 70% of the stock has gone on that exploding box. It is really, really busy out there at the moment. Don't forget as well, this isn't the only show today. Oh no, we've got an amazing Colour Me Happy coming up for you in, a couple of hours time now. Myself and Sara with some brand new Lee Holland stamps available for you on the show as well. That's going to be super busy. Nikki's saying you could put flowers in the middle of these, like your flower forming foam flowers in the middle of the box when it opens out, which would be a lovely way of using it. Vicky says, I've seen so many demos using the navy and blush cardstock. I think the navy pearl needs to be a permanent colour in the Pearl card collection.
I would be inclined to agree with you.
Me
I think
too.
that is a very good shout.
Absolutely. Any comments or questions that you've got, remember you can get them into me across on the Facebook Live. You can drop into there, pop your comments there, and they'll come through to me here in the studio. Or if you're across on YouTube as well, any questions, get them into the comments and I will pick them up. I am really keen to know how you're going to be using your collection when it arrives.
Right, Joe, are you ready for this? So what I've done is I've got a picture. I'm going to put my picture inside and then I'm going to show you how this all folds up, right? So these here, remember what I said to you about folding them away from the fold. So there we go. So there's one fold and the next one, and then this one just folds in here as well, all right? And then what you do, once you've folded them one way, you can fold them all back on themselves the other way. This part here, now I like to use red liner tape for this just because it's so small and fiddly, okay? So I'm going to get a tiny little bit of red liner tape and we're going to stick it on the underneath of this part here, all right? I hope you're following, Joe, because I think this is going to be...
I'm totally following.
You need to do this and make all your Christmas tags.
Are you going to challenge me to give it a go?
I think you should take this. I'm going to give you one of these little dies to take home, Joe, because Christmas tags with little pulleys with secret messages on.
Yes.
Hello. Now we're talking.
Please,
right?
We absolutely are. So leveling up that tag game.
Totally, right? So there's our pulley. And then your photo is just going to go in the middle. This was our lovely day at the beach with the little ones. Our Oliver's always like, where was I that day, Mummy? I was like, you were at school, son. You were at school. And your brother's too little for school. So there's my sister, me, my mum, our little Grace, my niece, and our Charlie, and then Cooper, their dog. Although I tell the kids Cooper's our dog, he just lives at Auntie Helen's house. So every time the kids say they want a dog, I'm like, oh, we've already got one. Cooper, he lives at Auntie Helen's house, remember?
Are they buying that?
Yeah, they are at the moment, but I can only get so many years out of that, right?
Yeah, I reckon you've got a couple of years and then you're going to be rumbled there for sure.
Right, there we go. So can you see, that then does the pulley, right? So there is our
Fabulous.
pulley. And then I've got, I mean, to be honest, you could put another photo if you want on here. If you wanted
Yeah.
another photo on there, so it could be one photo here, one photo there, and you could reveal another little photo. I think that looks nice, but look, I've got a couple here of, let's have a little look, just little pieces. And it's
Do you
all
know
these
what,
little
Sara?
scraps that make a difference.
I bet your metallic markers would look beautiful if you wanted to put a little message on that navy cardstock somewhere, you know. Maybe like on the base of the box or something like that. You want to write a little message.
Let's have a little look. Summer. Oh, this needs a good shake up, this one. Summer 2020. There we go.
Awesome.
Summer 2020, right? And then that's going to go into there, right? So that's going to stick down really, really well. And then I'm going to go and pop this onto this part here. And I'm going to stick this into here. So I've got one for there. And then I've got another little one for the other side as well there. And I'm going to stick them in place.
Really is coming together, and I can't wait for you guys to get these home and create these with your own photos, your own memories. Think about what you're going to be putting in here. Lots of you still going for this at the moment. It is really busy, which is absolutely awesome. And would you be using a wet glue collage? Is that what you'd be using at home, the all-purpose, Sara, if you're doing this?
The all-purpose is absolutely brilliant for this, Joe, when you want that little bit of manoeuvrability time.
Right.
So when I've been assembling the box, I've been using the tape pens, but when I was doing it there, I wanted to manoeuvre that into place. That's when I'm using my collage, and I'm just going to give it a little bit of time to dry and set in there. Right, so there's layer one of our box complete. I'm making good time. It's a good job, seeing it's going to sell out.
You are indeed. Right, I need to give you a quick recap because it is really busy out there at the moment. I want to run back through what you're getting in this collection because it's absolutely colossal, the amount of product that you're getting for this price. So you're getting the main die in here, which is going to enable you to cut out the base, the lid there for you as well. That is your main concept, as you can see. You've also got here as well the exploding box, mini box and lid template. So that's going to create the mini box that lives on the inside of there. You've also got as well the twist and pop mechanism, of course, that goes in there, which is awesome. You can pop all of your pictures, your photos in there, which is brilliant. You get that included. You also get as well the slider that you've just seen Sara create really quickly and effectively. And you're also going to get that fabulous waterfall mechanism in there, which works so beautifully. Then we're also going to give you sentiments included in here as well, which is fantastic. So you're going to get your sentiment stamps in there also, which is brilliant. Then what you're going to get is, of course, those two gorgeous paper pads. They're 180 GSM. You've got die cut toppers in the back of here, as well as all of that beautiful double-sided paper that you've got just there. Then we also have as well the contemporary watercolor here too. Again, you've got lovely die cut toppers there, and then a really lovely array of floral watercolor designs in there. You've got £36 worth of value just in the two paper pads alone. To give you an idea, £80 if you're in the UK. For platinum members, that becomes £64. If you're in the US, $120, which becomes $96 if you are a platinum member. But it is really busy out there at the moment. 80% of the stock has now gone on the exploding boxes. If everyone that's in the ordering process at the moment checks out, then we were going to be limited stock. I think it's definitely going to go in this next hour. I want to quickly run you through the paper pad and card options, which come along with that corresponding ribbon as well. We've got the navy and blush trio for you, £40 or $50. Same price across all of these. You've also got the orange sunset option, which is really lovely. You've then got the lovely lilacs, and you've also finally got the caramel and cream. You can get them all together. Getting them all together gives you the best value. Club Inspire Platinum members, £92 or $116.80. Right, Sara, it's not, the Midi is showing like no signs of slowing down. I'm going to text Leanne and maybe let her know that she maybe needs to prepare something else for tomorrow. How much of the stock of the Midi has gone? Over 40%. of the stock of this is now gone. Now, I know we're really running the risk now of getting like properly told off, even like Simon told off, but do you fancy just being like, just going like a little bit rogue, just giving us another little bit of a sell on this one again?
Actually, no, what I'm going to have to do is, so our producer George has just had a chat with us and said, it's highly likely now this might not make it to Leanne's full show tomorrow. She'll still use it in the show and give you the demo, but for those of you who were waiting to see the demo before you could decide if you needed to order it, I'm going to try and give you 10-15 minutes and show you everything the machine can do, and then we will come back and finish off my exploding box, okay? We've got plenty of time. I'm making good time in the show, Joe, so I'm going to take a good 10 minutes and actually try and show you all the stuff. So we've already seen how it can cut through your most intricate dies, and also how you can use that pressure to cut through things like your genuine leather. Now, I want you to also see, I'm going to get the plates out here, okay? Look what I've got. Our producer, Director Adam's been on drinking loads of his roller cola. So I've been in the bin fishing out all of his bits, and I've got some of just our regular dies, right? So these are not mixed media dies, Joe. These are just our regular nesting, just regular thin metal dies. And just as you would do if you were using this with any other Gemini machine, I'm going to place this down on the plate, which is not a plate because it's a folder now. Hold that in place, and then the beauty of it is, Joe, watch this, it just runs through a little bit, and then you can even just run it back. You don't even have to go all the way through if you want. It's so quick and easy. And then you can see that it's even had the pressure to cut through a drinks can. Now, one thing to cut it, it's another thing to emboss it. So with the embossing, okay, let's have a look. This is one of my favourite embossing folders, this one. I love this one, especially on metal, okay? Now, I like to emboss it, but if you want a really beautiful deep emboss, get yourself some extra bits of cardstock. So let's have a look. We've got a couple in here, right? So I'll pop an extra sheet of cardstock in there. We'll do the cardstock at the same time. Am I feeling the deboss? Yes, I am. Right, now, so here's the thing, Joe. Don't do what I did before when I was thinking, oh, it's an embossing folder, so I need it in a plate. You don't need it in the plate. It literally goes straight through your Midi with no plates. So this is me. I've just added extra cardstock for an extra little bite on there because I wanted... that is a regular emboss, right? So a regular emboss looks lovely, right? Onto metal.
Wow.
I mean, that is me adding an extra shimmer card to get it really, really detailed, because I wanted you to see all of this detail here. And this is on scrap metal. That's not on craft metal or anything like that. That is on scrap tin from a tin can, right? Now, you're going to use it to cut things like this, but also something really, really strong like mount board. Mount board.
No, what? Not in here.
On a manual machine.
I'm sorry.
Mount
You've
board.
gone too far.
Mount board on a manual machine. Is that right? Right, here we go. So, remember to turn and rotate your plates, and while you're on, I don't think they are on this show, but go and have a little search on the website for Gemini Midi folders and get a couple of extra folders ordered. Now, oh, that is really taking some work, but I wanted you to see just how strong the machine was, right? It can cut mount board with a multimedia die.
That is
absolutely
unbelievable.
No problem. No problem whatsoever through mount board. That is the pressure. Honestly, I've got the board here. We haven't bothered making a new board for it. We've literally got it exactly the same. It can still cut mount board and leather, you've watched it, and tin cans. Fabric. Now, I tried something this morning, okay? So there's enough pressure in this to cut fabric, no problem. However, when I cut fabric, I like that nice metal into metal. So, if I got one of my plates here, have I got a metal plate? Here's one. Yes, metal plate. So you could add your metal plate from your Gemini Junior into the sandwich if you want that metal into metal cut. So let's have a look. A few pieces of fabric. Have I got some bits of fabric here? Yes. Our lovely Jake came up trumps. Bless him. I said, will you cut us some bits of fabric? He's a good one, that Jake, isn't he? Right. So let's have a little look. So, and if you don't, by the way, if this is your first machine that you're going for, so you don't have a, you don't have a metal plate, just go and order the extra metal plate that we do that goes with the Gemini
and
Junior.
The ones with those new beveled edges as well, aren't they now? Which is lovely.
Yes, it's lovely, isn't it? Right, so let's just use these because I've got them to hand, right? So I want you to see, even cutting 2 layers of fabric with a regular thin metal die, and then we go into this straight through, even cutting through.
Hang on, you haven't even put any stabiliser on this fabric.
No, straight through. Well, I don't need it. I've used the metal plate. Look at that. I've used the metal plate. So you see how it just lifted out?
And that's a thin
even
metal
the scalloped
die?
edge. No, that's just a regular thin
Like
metal
a thin
die.
metal one, not even one of our
Not a
multimedia
thick one.
ones.
No, just a regular
one.
Just one of our regular
Wow.
messing. Like the hundreds and hundreds of other dies you've already got. The die's not special, but the machine is. That's the difference, right? So what else did I want to show you? We've done fabric, we've done mount board. Let's have a look. We've done intricate dies, we've done fabric, we've done leather, we've done mount board, we've done onto tin. I love the demo, Joe. Here we go. I love the demo where we emboss tissue paper.
Yes.
Your favourite, isn't it? 50 layers of tissue paper.
Have you seen when Leanne embosses toilet roll?
Oh no, but
She
I've
embosses
heard about
wet
this.
toilet roll. What, moist toilet roll, not wet.
Right, here's the thing. When you use a regular embossing folder, so not a 3D one, that's when you add in the extra shim, right? So the extra purple shim that comes with this, and you see, you just go into the machine and whiz it through. The extra shim that comes with it for regular embossing. Even when you're embossing 50 layers of tissue paper. 50 layers of tissue paper. And I'm going to open this up inside so you can see, even right inside, on layers 49 and 50,
Whoa.
you've still got that embossing.
That's unbelievable.
Still got the embossing on layers 49 and 50. The right in the middle ones where you think, oh, it's bound to lose its pressure. No, it doesn't, because we've embossed tissue paper. What else can I do? I
worry there's nothing that's safe over there from going through the Gemini Midi.
I'm going to get it. Right, cut and emboss folders. I want you to see that even cut and emboss folders work. So if you're doing a regular cut and emboss folder, you're going to go, because it's a regular folder, you're going to add in your plate, your extra purple shim, and then you can just cut straight through. And so this is going through your 300 GSM cardstock, but it's doing the cutting and embossing at the same time. And look at that, absolutely brilliant. So you can see there all those stars of embossed and die cut at the same time. Now I've got one last one I want to do, okay? I really like it with the Gemini where we emboss stencils. So if I can find just that kind of little rubber embossing mat here, right? Now, I'm getting cheeky here, right? So get yourself a rubber embossing mat for your Mini as well, for your Gemini Junior. So when you want to, I've got a right mess going on here. When you want to emboss with your stencils, right? What you do is you pop your rubber embossing mat underneath the cardstock with the stencil on top. So it pushes the card through there. Now, this is putting a rubber embossing mat through the machine is pushing it a bit, right? Excuse me. However, what it's going to do, you'll see, oh, it's taking some pushing, right? It's going to push, can you see it's pushing the folder, not the folder, the rubber embossing mat. Look how much it's pushed it out the bottom. When you're overhead, can you see? It's pushed it out the edge by a good extra couple of inches, right? That's what it'll do, because it'll squeeze it through, but it still gives you the absolutely immense emboss. So that is embossing your stencils using your rubber embossing mat on your Midi. So bear in mind, right? We have done, let's have a little look. Put you up there because you've now proved to us that you are awesome. We are there, right? So I've embossed with the stencil. We have done the cut and emboss. We've done the cut and emboss of the stencil. We did mount board, Joe. We also did the really detailed die cut. We did the metal. Where's it gone? We cut our tin. We've cut multiple layers of fabric, and we even did leather. Now I know that's a whole kind of hit you with it in 10 minutes. Everything it can do, and we embossed 50 layers of tissue paper, right? But the point I'm trying to make is you could go and watch back any one of our Gemini shows, and everything that you've seen me do with a regular Gemini, you can now do with a Midi. And the thing is, this has been in development, Joe, for ages. And it's not because the technology to make a manual die cutting machine was difficult, because it isn't. People have been making them for years. I had one 15 years ago. I had a manual die cutting machine, okay? The difference is we have raised the bar with Geminis. So now people expect from a die cutting, if you have a Gemini, you expect that this is the level it will cut at, and this is the thickness of material you can cut through. Now, we've wanted to do a manual die cutting machine for ages, because I'm very conscious that for a lot of people to get into die cutting with our company, you are spending upwards of £140, £150, $200 to get started with our starter machine, which is the Junior. Now I've been able to take all of that technology and condense it and put it into a manual machine. I'm saying it's not me. This is why Leanne's doing the official launch show tomorrow. So she was scheduled to do this because it's
apparently
her and her team of engineers who have engineered this masterpiece with the immense amount of pressure that you would never have believed you could get into a manual machine over a 6-inch wide platform mount. That is unbelievable. So that's what we've done. That's what she'll walk you through tomorrow. If she's not able, no, listen, she'll be showing you all of it anyway. But I know it's really frustrating for people who watch the shows and we're showing you things that aren't available to buy because they've completely sold out. That is going to be what's happening with the Gemini Midi tomorrow. This is the official launch today for us on Crafters TV, and you guys are loving it.
Absolutely, they are. Half of our launch stock has gone, and it was not. We're not talking hundreds of units, we are talking thousands and thousands of units. Just a quick one, Sarah. A lot of chatter online about double-sided dies. Do we, don't we? What's the situation with the Midi?
No, so the double-sided dies, I haven't been able to get them to cut through the Midi. That is the technology, because of the thickness of the opening, that is what you need your Geminis for.
Brilliant. So yes, that is why you're going to want that Gemini machine, of course, as well. Half the stock has gone. It's an incredible machine. It really is. We've been waiting ages for this. It has the same size opening as that Gemini Junior for you, but it is packed full of pressure. $69.99 or $89.95. I know machines that cost hundreds of pounds, hundreds of dollars, that won't do the jobs that this little machine will. If you want to get hold of it, it's going to go. I'd imagine this launch stock is going to go today, in the next couple of days, and then we will get it back in stock. But absolutely, I'd imagine it would be the new year before that happens. If you've decided you want it, get your hands on it right now. If you are a platinum member in the UK, £56. It's so incredibly affordable when you consider what it does. $71.96 if you are in the US. Don't miss out on being amongst the first batch of crafters to get your hands on this. Also, still extremely busy on our exploding blocks. What is going on? Exploding box collection. I'm going to quickly whiz you through again what you get for your money. So you're going to get those 2 awesome paper pads included, designed to work specifically with your exploding box. And then I could say it all morning and now I can't say it, so I don't know what's happened. What you're also going to get, of course, is all the dies and stencils that you need to create this incredible concept. So you've got your main concept and your lid dies in there as well. You've also got, that's everything that's going to cut out for you. You've then got your mini box lid and a mini box and lid template. You've got the twist and pop mechanism in there as well. You've got that slider mechanism in here. Then we've also got that waterfall mechanism too. And you've got the sentiment stamps in there as well. All of that coming your way for £80 or $120. However, guys, if you're not quick, you are going to miss out because it is limited stock. And limited stock means that less than 10% of our starting stock is now available. What it doesn't take into account is everyone that's in the ordering process at the moment. So that means 90% of our stock's checked out. If everyone that's got this in their basket at the minute checks out, we're going to be where it's sort of in that touch and go situation as to whether it's going to sell out. If you want it now, I would say it's definitely making your mind up time. If it's in your basket and you're not sure you want it, take it out of your basket because there's someone queuing up behind you that will want to get their hands on it. Very busy. very busy over there on the website, Sarah. But it does make something that has been around for a while, but has been incredibly difficult, so easy, doesn't it?
It does, and the thing is, I've seen exploding boxes out there a lot, and I've never seen any that look this good. Well, I have ones that you can professionally buy, okay? Now, this is the one we're in the middle of doing. So let me just have it, I'll just show you exactly where we're up to, okay? So, we've done our base, we've done the waterfall flaps, right? So we've done the little flaps that go on the side, and then I've also shown you how to do the little pulleys. So we've done the little pulleys and then put our photos in the extra little bits. Still to go, folks. If I get the one that we're working towards, I'm going to show you how to do the little box that goes inside. I'm going to have, should we do the twist and pop next? Twist and pop. Somebody said, I saw on YouTube, they're like, every time Sarah says that, I wanted to do the bend and snap. Twist.
That was me.
And pop. Yeah, you keep saying it. Someone's like, wait, they're preempting you saying it, right? So there's my twist and pop elements. And after that, we still have to do the waterfall, right? So here's our waterfall. We're still going to do the waterfall pieces. Beep, 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 beep. There we go, right? So we're going to do that. So I'll do the twist and pop first of all, okay? Right, here we go. Twist and pop die. I've just got you out, haven't I? Yes, I have. There you are. Right, twist and pop die. So as it comes in, every one of these, by the way, comes with full instructions. So you've got the full instructions that you can follow so that you don't have to keep coming back and watching me do this video, okay? And if I get this out, let's have a little bit of the cardstock. I'm going to do this in the grey. So we're going to need this one and also this one here. So I'm just going to pop them on and I'm going to just cut a bit of the card to the right size. There we go. And then this is going to whiz through my Gemini Midi because it's so convenient and so easy, right? So here we go. That goes on there and then we can cut them both at once. And so basically these two between them make the mechanism, Joe, of the twist and pop.
You keep putting the folder in. I keep thinking to myself, I should not put the plate combination together. I keep going, Sarah, the plate.
Can you explain the plate combination, Sarah?
Yeah.
No, we don't
you
need
just
to.
put the folder through.
We don't need to explain the plate combination because we don't have a one, right? Now, these here are for your mats and layers, or in my case, your photo mount, right? So what I've done is, I've already used them to cut out all my little photos. So this is when we were out camping and we went swimming in the lake with the kids. So there's me and my sister swimming in the lake with the kids. It was absolutely brilliant. But you can use these. I have that little printer that I have and I just print the pictures out and then I just line these up over the top. And whether you want the straight or you've got the scalloped edge, you could do them labels. Should I do one label shape so you can see? So if I wanted to make this one here look super awesome and label shaped, you just position the label over the top, right? Close this down and then it's going straight through your Midi. Oh, you know what I should have done to show everybody, and I'll do it with another one so that you can see. So one of the great things that I haven't told you, there you go, so it's now label shaped. One of the great things about the Gemini Midi is that if you have the Mini and all the Gemini Mini plates, where's another one? You can use the Gemini Mini plates. Oh my word, Joe, I've just got stuff everywhere. Where have I just put? I have literally, there's my photos, right? Carolyn, another photo, another label, and we'll put this in. So my Gemini Mini plates, what I was going to say, is they're going to go through here just the same as the Midi. So you don't, it's not like your Gemini where you have to have it the full width because there's no sensors. It's not electronic, it's manual. So you can fit your smaller plates the same way through. And then look at me. So get extra of these size plates to go with your Gemini Midi. Definitely.
Top tip there.
Right. Do you want me to? Right, I'm going to pop this back on here. I know you had some comments, but I'm going to just show everybody quickly how to do the twist and pop. Right?
Well, Carolyn's asking about the twist and pop. Is the twist and pop element the same size as the one in the Precious Memories? It's not. It's different, isn't it? It's bespoke for this collection.
It's a lot smaller. It's a lot smaller to fit into this. And also, we wouldn't... If that was the case, we wouldn't have released... If we could have got away with doing it without having to do another size one, we wouldn't have done it. Because then it would have been so much easier to say to you guys, you can use the one you've already got, and we would offer the bundle with and without the elements that we think people already have. But it is significantly smaller, right? So here we go. Works in the same way though. So there's this part here, right? And then there is this part, so we'll have a mountain, and then we have 2 valley folds on here as well, right? So what you're going to do is this opens up, right? And these are going to stick into here. So what you do, Joe, is you put tape on the top left-hand corner.
I can't believe how simple this is, Sarah.
I know, it's just brilliant. And then that goes onto the top left, and I like to stick it. I don't generally line them right up. I've left there about 1/4 inch, right? And then the same here, you turn it right round, about 1/4 inch there, which gives you then the mechanism, right? So that's how the whole mechanism works. Then you're just going to fold yourself square of card in half. So I've got one here, and I've already started to I've just put some of the cardstock on to decorate it. So this can be any size you want, depending on whereabouts in your box you're putting it. So if you're putting it on the outside layer here, you could have it a little bit bigger. If you're putting it on the back, you could have it bigger. If you're putting it one of the layers, you have to get smaller depending on how small your layer is. But it's just a folded in half piece of card. So you're just folding it in half. I'm going to stick these photos on before we do any of that, right? So they're going to stick the photos on. So there is my lovely label one. And then another, in fact, I really like that label shaping. How awesome is that? And how easy was it? And then I'm going to put a couple at the full size. There we go. And I'm going to stick these all into place. So I've got my 4 twist and pop photos ready to go. There we go. And then to stick this into place, that is going to go into here, Joe, and you just stick it with these bits on. So a little bit of tape into here.
It's actually very little sticking, really, isn't it? Like, you just, as long as you know where to put the glue, it's kind of easy, isn't it?
It totally is. And the thing is, you can always come back and watch this video.
Of
right?
course.
You can always come back and watch this and see me make the little mini twist and pop. Right?
And you get instructions included in that.
And you get instructions included.
Awesome.
I mean, they're very easy to walk through. But watch my top tip, right? Ready for this. So, for some reason, when a lot of our designers made theirs, they all put them on this way, right? Which is absolutely fine if you haven't got a box in the middle.
Right.
If you've got a box in the middle, right, you can only open it to there because you're going to have the end of your box. Can you see? So if I show you the one here that we've got the box in the middle, right? You can see if you could only open it to there. So watch what we do. We open it out the other way, right?
Awesome.
So top tip there. In case, I really wanted to draw attention to it in case people miss. So I'm going to put it on the pulley side. I'm going to go into here like this. And we're going to put it this way so that the box opens up like that. The twist and pop opens up that way. And again, so I'm going to stick it with tape pen. Whether you're using tape pen or maybe you're using like your all-purpose or your tacky glue, you want something that's going to be nice and strong. And I'm going to give it a nice twist down there, right? So there's the first one. And then I've got another one because I've done 2. And there's my other one with some of the pictures of just the kids. It's when we had our Grace round for our first little sleepover, bless her. All right, so I'm going to go this one here. You can shut up there. And then...
Sounds like you're being really rude to her, and you can shut up as well. Don't you start with me.
I'm just talking to my box to clarify here, not my gorgeous little niece who hasn't learnt quite to sleep through the night yet. That's not what we were saying to her when she stayed, I promise you. I had lots of patience because I don't have to deal with it every night like my sister, bless her. Been there, done that, got the T-shirt. We're past that stage now. Right, so there we go. So I've got my twist and pop. And I've also got my pulley. So all we need to do now is do the waterfall one and the little box to go in the middle. So I'll do those next. Give me a second to get tidied up.
I'll just give you a sec to get yourself ready. Whilst we do that, I'm going to run back through exactly what it is that you are getting. Remember, you're getting the main concept, which has the main box and the lid in there as well. I love just how packed full this die collection is of those dies. So it means that you can see you've got absolutely everything. Then that's everything that's going to cut out for you, which is awesome. This is your mini box and lid template that's going to cut out for you, give you that central box element. Then what we've got here as well is that twist and pop that you've just seen Sara create there. So simple and straightforward for something that is so very effective. And that really is testament to the great job that our designers have done in putting these together, which is awesome. You've then got the pulley slider in there as well. That would be great for tags. In fact, you know, a lot of these, I think you're going to be able to take them away from the exploding box and utilize them. You're absolutely going to be able to use the exploding box on its own as well. So you can use a full collection and get that real impactful statement, or what you can do is just use smaller elements. That was your waterfall mechanism just here, which is awesome. And then you've got those sentiment stamps in there as well, which are going to allow you to finish that off and turn that into a full project. If that was all you were getting, it would have been an exceptionally busy launch. However, you're getting 2 paper pads included as well, which I think is awesome. You're getting the contemporary watercolour, which is this one just here, which is just beautiful. Really lovely floral elements, very sort of, really lovely sort of pastely muted tones in there. And then you've got this one, which is absolutely gorgeous as well. This is your traditional florals. So you've got your toppers in here, lovely pattern papers as well. It's got some polka dots, some background, some floral elements in there too. Really lovely collection, that one. £80 or $120. That becomes £64 or $96 if you are a Club Inspire Platinum member. There is 5% of the stock left. If everyone that's got this in their basket at the moment checks out, it will be sold out. So what I'm going to do is, I know, Sara, are you going to commit to finishing this box even if it sells out?
100%.
Perfect. Okay, awesome. What I would give you a chance to do is, if you've got it in your basket, you want to get checked out, I'm going to give you a moment to do that now. Whilst you check out, let's recap all the fabulous details of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind the scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
Absolutely, it's absolutely free to join, so make sure you do become a member. It is very busy. Lots of you telling me that you've got this, lots of you sharing ideas in the comments as well about how you are going to use this as well. Still very busy on that MIDI. If we get a chance, I might just be able to talk Sara into giving us a little bit more on the MIDI at the end of the show. But we've still got two very important steps left to complete, haven't we, Sara?
2 very important ones. We're going to do the waterfall, and I'm going to show you it here, right? So we've still got the waterfall that we need to do. Here it is. I'm going to do this one next, and then you're going to finish it off with that lovely little box that goes in the middle as well. And you don't have to do the box in the middle, or because the box is a template, you could always do it, a little box on your ultimate and put a little box inside, or you could do one of the expanding boxes on your ultimate. So you've got loads of options in terms of what you put in the middle, okay? So it's completely optional. So let's have a little look. Waterfall. I was all over there, wasn't I? Trying to dance around, work out where to go. This is it. How simple is this little die jaw? That's it. It's the only component in this collection for the waterfall. It is that easy. One-sided instructions. Let me just pop in here, get a little bit, so we just need a little bit of blue cardstock, made to measure. And then all I'm going to do is get my scissors and just trim this down, all right? So a little bit of blue cardstock, and again, oh, will this fit in my... No, I was pushing it. I was getting really excited there. I think I could show you the mini game. It's worth a try, wasn't it? Right, I'm doing those folders inside out again. I'm trying to, because these are the folders now that I've been demonstrating with all day, that I was demonstrating with when I did this on HSN last week. You can see it's starting to get a little bit, let's show you, look at it from the side, little bit banana-ish, right? But you can avoid, let's have a look where we've got that camera. You can see getting a little bit banana-ish there, right? But if you flip them, then they're not going to, right? So if you flip them when you use them, they're not going to. But if I'm being really honest, they're so inexpensive, it's worth having 2 or 3 of these to be on the go with, right? So you cut that out, and then remember what I showed you about folding it away from the scoreline jaw to avoid any of that card like tearing. So that's the way to do it there. And then once you've folded them one way, you can fold them the other way. And I always like to fold them both ways so that you get like a really nice fluid movement, right? And then literally that folds down there and it just goes through there like that, right? That is the whole mechanism, all in one piece. So you don't even need to do any sticking. Do you want me to show you that again? I'm going to open it out. So it's all in one piece. All it does is fold over, and it literally just threads through here so that it can go all in one piece, right? So you got that there. Then what you can do is you can cut your little pieces any size you want. I've cut mine ready, so I've got just 1, 2, 3 pictures of the kids again. So let's have a little look. I've got the 2 boys. I've got to show you this one. I love this one, right? This is our Oliver, by the way, my eldest son. And then this is our Charlie. Our little cool Charlie there with his Spider-Man little onesie on, having his fruit platter there with his sunnies on inside. God love him. Right, here we go. So you've got 3 little pieces here. I know it's hard to see because it's like a dark coloured cardstock. But all you do is you put tape on the first one, and then this goes into place on that first piece there. All right. Then what you do is you just fold that over. You put tape on the next piece and you put your next one into place there, all right? Then you fold that over, you put tape on the next piece, next one goes on there, and it is literally that simple. So it's just a little miniature 3-part waterfall, right? And then once you've got your little waterfall done, your tape goes on these 2. So only on this back part, your tape's going to go on there and there. And then if we bring this in, let's have a look. I was going to put them on this side here, all right? So we've got that there. And then I'm going to put my little waterfall piece on here. Yeah, like that. So that your waterfall then just pulls. And I'm just going to make sure that's really, really well stuck down. There we go. So there's my waterfall. I've done 2 of the waterfalls. Let's have a little look. I've got a little bit of tacky stuff. And do you know what? I'm hoping that's going to shut up. I might have maybe had to put it a tiny little bit further along. This is the beauty about pearlescent cardstock, Joe. You always get a tiny little bit of manoeuvrability time. There we go. So if I pop this down there like that, that's exactly in the middle now. Yep. So and this is the difference, Joe. If people are thinking maybe I've got a waterfall, don't need a waterfall because I've got one, I can practically get, well, I can, there's no practically. I can guarantee you it is not going to be the right size to fit inside your little exploding box, right? So there's my little waterfall mechanism. And I've got another one ready here, and I'm going to put this on the opposite side. So we're going to go into there on the pink. So again, you've got these, you're just going to go through this part. Oh, crikey Moses here, right. I've only come undone, there we go. It goes through that part there, and then you're going to fold this over and just stick this down like your other piece.
Absolutely awesome. And a really a straightforward way of doing it, which is awesome. Loads of you as well, loads of you are coming over and grabbing those. Let me just take you through those pads as well, because what I'm hearing is some of you are going for an extra one of the pads as well. So they are available to you individually as well. Remember, they are double-sided, which is awesome. You've got 40 sheets of each of these in there, which is awesome. So you've got the traditional florals. That one is available for you individually, and that one there is $17.99 or $22.95, and this one here also available to you individually as well. This one here is your contemporary watercolor with those gorgeous double-sided watercolor effects on there, with all that beautiful floral elements as well, which is fantastic. And I just love the fact it comes to you in a pad, because a pad is great. Makes it really easy to store. Means it doesn't get dog-eared or anything like that. Now, I need to let you know that it is the final call for you on the exploding box. These two are included in that exploding box collection, and it means that you've just got everything that you need to make these incredible boxes that are full of amazing memories. This is another one that Sara has made here, and again with those waterfall elements, that pulley elements in there as well. There might be someone getting a very special award in here as well. Check you out there, Sara. Which one is it that you got? I don't want to get it wrong and then get the sack.
I got an MBE, Joe.
I thought I was gonna say MBE, but I thought, oh, that's a really important posh one. And I didn't want to oversell it, and then you'd be like, oh, I actually got the one under that, and I thought, I just best ask Sara myself.
No, I got the MBE.
That's amazing.
So, right, I've got the last little bit of me demo to do, Joe. I've got me 2 waterfalls in here now. You don't need to watch me sticking all of the mats and layers of I've got loads of photos, and all I'm going to do with all my photos is just add them in on the extra panels, put some flat photos on. But what I did want to do is show you how the box goes together, okay? Because this is the stencil that you get to do the box, okay? So it comes in 2 parts. It's got the base and the lid, and then you've also got here the step-by-step instructions, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to draw around that and then cut it out. So when you do, I've got my box and then the lid. So there we go. Oh, to be honest, if you've got any other little boxes, a load of your other little boxes would all fit inside the middle of here. So we've tried to be flexible. The key is the exploding box. What you put in the middle is completely up to you. Now watch this. So you put a little bit of tape on the edge panel here, and then these just stick down together like this, okay? And then what you're going to do is the sides. So can you see? Basically it's a folding box. So the sides go in. One side goes in, and then this here just pushes into that part there, right? So that literally is all of it there, so that the box is constructed, right?
So simple.
And then to do the edges, now you do also get an edge die set to do all of these frilly edges, so that you don't need to be worrying about cutting these out, okay? So all these here go into there like that. And then that is going to go, I'm going to use my all-purpose, and I'm going to stick this down here. The last finishing touch part is just getting that little inner box in the middle. So that goes into there like that. There we go. And then the lid goes on.
Fabulous.
So there is our little inner box.
You've done all of that in this show. And to be honest, I've interrupted you. We're only an hour and 45 minutes in. I've probably interrupted you for at least half an hour of that. So it's about an hour and 15 minutes in total.
Yeah, I think honestly, if I pushed it, Joe, I could probably get this done in around about an hour.
Really?
Yeah, if I absolutely pushed it, you know, if I was doing these as a small business, which I know a lot of you will be now, and you wanted to crack these out and you were kind of batch making them, I reckon about an hour to an hour and a half for each one there, and then all the edges for. This is what I love about it. I mean, it is literally jam-packed full, and you've got that double reinforced top of the box. So there we go. We are literally good to go with that amazing wow explosion as we come in.
How incredible is that? It's so amazing that you've made that just in the course of this show. It is your last chance though, guys. I need to let you know that if it's in your basket, you need to check it out because it is going to go. I actually think some of you are now going to be disappointed. We've got more of you with this in your basket than we actually have stock available. So therefore, Sarah,
yes,
we're gonna have to come away from it. We don't have
but
any
it's all right because I've finished it. I've got to do it all now,
Absolutely.
so that's absolutely fine. Well, how about, because we've got, what, about 10 minutes left?
I've got a bit of an ulterior motive. I'm peddling a different agenda here. So I'm thinking if we've got to stop doing that, right, they want us to go, like, what we're meant to do now is go to the layerable, cuttable sentiments. But I'm thinking you're the boss, Sarah. So if you make the decision, you can't get told off. So what do you want to do? Do you want to go to those? Or do you want to go to the Midi?
I reckon if you want to see about the layerable, cuttable sentiments, you can go watch the whole launch day show.
Absolutely.
Instead of just watching a little bit, go and watch last week's show that everything was in. I will get out my Midi and we'll do, is there any questions you've got? Have you got me for 10 minutes?
Please.
Is there any questions you want to see on the Midi?
Absolutely.
I will get mine out and we'll do a little bit more with it.
Get them into me over on Facebook or across on YouTube as well. Remember, there's that great Colour Me Happy show coming up in an hour and 10 minutes. We have got another Midi show tomorrow with a load of Tiffany storage on it as well. There is a 2-hour Tiffany masterclass coming up tomorrow as well. So if storage is the name of the game for you, tomorrow is going to be a great day. More focus as well, of course, on that incredible Midi. Then I've got a lovely day coming up on Sunday. I'm with Jan all day. I've got a flower forming masterclass on Sunday morning. And then I've also got a Second Chance Sunday as well. It's going to be a fabulous weekend. Make sure you keep it tuned to Crafters TV all weekend. Let me recap as well those gorgeous card collections that we've got for you. Remember what you're getting here. You're getting the double-sided patterned papers. Well, it's not papers, it's 200 GSM, so it is a card weight. And then you're getting the corresponding card pack, which is 250 GSM. Different colours for you. You get the ribbons as well. You've got the navy and blush. You've got orange sunset. There is the lovely lilacs. And you've also got caramel and cream there as well, which is awesome. Or you can get them all together, which is the best way to get the best value. You get all of it. Club Inspire Platinum members, £92 or $116.80. Everyone gets free postage and packaging and free shipping and handling, which is absolutely awesome. Right, 10 minutes of Midi. We're so going to get told off, Sarah. 10
minutes of Midi. I don't care if Leanne tells me up because I think for a lot of you, this is possibly the only chance you're going to get to see this week of the Midi in a lot of detail. Okay, so here's the thing. In case you just joined us and you missed us talk about this is the latest edition in our Gemini family, and today is the official launch. So for those of you watching in the US, you might have seen me on HSN with it last week. Those of you watching in the UK might have seen it on Create and Craft early today. Today is the first time you're seeing it on Crafters TV. So no, it's not, you're not like, oh, I didn't realise they did one this size. It is literally just launching. Now, what happened is when we developed the Gemini, we started with the large Gemini, okay? And we just figured, you know what, if you're going to spend the money on an electronic die cutting machine, let's pack all the power and pressure we can and give you it over the largest space. So it's 9 inches, well, it's 12 inches long, 9 inches wide, the opening, okay? Now, what came next is everyone loved it, but it's a higher price point. So to make more at an accessible price point, we developed, got it over here. This is like the development of our Geminis. We developed the Gemini Junior. So the Gemini Junior came next, where we put all of that same technology and pressure, but into, in this time, a 6-inch wide. So it's 6x9, the Gemini Junior, okay? Fabulous. Then we developed an even smaller version that was 3 inches. We did the Gemini Go. Oh, that one's over there, I can't climb over. So we've got the Gemini Go. Then what we did is we worked out how to get that much pressure. So the factory that make the Geminis for us took all of the pressure that we were able to put into an electronic machine and developed it in a, where have you gone? Here we go. In a manual machine, right? And we did it at a really affordable price point because we did it at 3 inches wide. Now it's easy to get a lot of pressure over 3 inches because your rollers, if you think how big your rollers are, but the gears are quite close to all of us because they're only, the maximum spacing be weighs 3 inches because they're just, you know, they're right there next to it, okay? So we did the Gemini Mini and you guys went bananas. A lot of people who said, I would never now go back to a manual machine. Now I've had the pressure of a Gemini. I'll never use a manual again. Our Craig is one of them. started using this Mini and cannot believe how convenient it is, the speed, and don't get me wrong, if you're doing lots of projects, your big Gemini is where it's at to get that perfect cut every time, but over a smaller scale, just something really quick, you whiz it through the Mini. So many people asked us, can you not do a version of the Mini at the size of a Gemini Junior? That's what this is. It is the portability and the convenience of the Mini, but done in a junior size. Are you going to stay there? Yep, you stay there. Going to stay there. It's going to do it at the junior size. So 6 inches wide by 9 inches long. The other benefit of it is that you don't need plates. Everything works on a folder-based system. So if you're die cutting just your regular dies, you're going to just put them into the folder. If you want to do embossing folders, you're going to add in the shim. And I can show you that, right? I've got here, I only got one of it out, so we'll be ready to go again. The most intricate die we have in our collection. It's not even in circulation anymore, Joe, but I've kept it just because I can always say this is the most intricate die I've ever seen, and that's what we always cut in the Gemini. You don't see other die cutting machine, you don't see the demonstrations where they'll cut anything anywhere near this intricate.
And it's fair to say there's machines out there that cost hundreds of pounds and hundreds of dollars that would struggle to cut this machine. Do you think that's a fair statement, Sara?
I think it's a fair statement. I don't think they'd struggle. I think the demonstrators wouldn't even try it.
Yeah.
Right? So you die, all you have is the die and the paper goes inside the folder. No having to know what plate combination, what order, nothing, right? Now, are you hearing that lovely pulley sound, right? That's because the bottom of this has got these amazing suction cups which just hold it in place, okay? So you've got that, and I mean, look, it is solid.
Do you
so
know
just
what else
goes
I love,
in.
Sara?
Go on.
We don't put any sprays on our cardstock, as you say some brands have to do. We don't put any plastic sheeting around the dies and the paper in order to get them to cut, or any of that stuff.
No.
We're just going for it, absolutely going for it in the folder, which is awesome.
Now look at that. That is, and I'm going to do a Sara zoom on my overhead. Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm coming in, guys. Ooh. Now you can see that every little bit of that is cut to absolute perfection.
Amazing.
So all you do is give it a tap. Very rewarding when we do that bit. Give it a tap, it comes out, and every last little bit released out of that die instantly. Really, really easy. I mean, come on. That is absolutely perfect, that, Joe. So that is your die cutting, okay? If you're wanting to do embossing, have I got this one here? Right. Oh, I've got a regular, right, I had a regular embossing folder. I have no idea where I put it. Did I put it back away? Can you believe that, Joe? I put it back away in its packet. I'll have to emboss onto the back of it, just so you can see though, right? This is actually one of our cut and emboss folders, but they're the same thickness as a regular embossing folder. So watch what you do. You just put the embossing folder around the piece of cardstock, and then that goes into your machine. Because the regular embossing folder, you're going to add in the shim. So you're going to add in that purple shim just to make it the right thickness, because a regular embossing folder is not the same thickness as the opening, right? What is though, here we go, so you can see there, I mean that, so they're the dies in there, and then you can see we've even got the beautiful embossing on this as well. So embossed and die cut perfectly. Then what you can do, oh, I've got some little, I always love the demonstration that we do where we save the pop cans, and here we go. Regular die. So when I say regular, there's nothing regular about any of our dies, but our dies that are not the mixed media, so they're not thicker, they're still a 0.8 millimeter die, right? So then most of your dies will be this thickness. So, are you about the right thickness for that? Yeah, that's about the right size. So I just take one of our regular dies, because this is what you're probably going to be cutting with it, right? I'm going to go into here, and just as you would tape it down if you were going through your regular Gemini machine, I'm going to pop it in place, I'm going to tape that down, and then we're going to send that through our Gemini Midi. Oh, and one thing that I forgot to mention is that if you've got, so this is obviously a bit smaller, so what we could have done, and you can see that's cut absolutely beautifully, that could have gone into our little Gemini mini plates, and the Gemini mini plates can go through and still cut, so it still works exactly the same. This folder is exactly the same as this one in terms of specifications, just a different size, okay? Now, if you want to emboss these, I'm going to do 3D embossing. So I'm going to bring in one of my 3D embossing folders. Now, if I pop this into here, let's emboss a nice flower onto it. nice flower onto there. But if I want a little bit more crunch, right? So I'm going to just, let's have a look. I'm going to use a couple of pieces. There, you were in my rubbish bin now. Right, a couple of extra pieces of cardstock just to add an extra kind of, extra little bit of kick and push to it, right? That then doesn't need another, so you don't need anything else. So can you see? It's going to go straight through here with no extra plates. And then when you open it up there, we have embossed onto metal. I mean, look at that, Joe. Embossed onto metal.
That is beautiful.
3D embossing. Those petals, can you see? Some are raised and some are behind. 3D embossing onto metal. Absolutely no problem at all.
Absolutely gorgeous. It's why it's absolutely flying out. It is doing the job of machines that cost hundreds of pounds and hundreds of dollars. If you want to get your hands on it, you can right now. If you're a Club Inspire Platinum member, £56, $71.96. It does all of those big jobs for you. It is smaller than our machines, but gosh, is it mighty. It really is. And it's that folder-based system, which I know you're absolutely loving. Half the stock of it, though, it is our launch stock. Half the stock of it has sold out and gone. 4 p.m. tomorrow here in the UK, which is 11 a.m. East Coast time. Make sure you join myself and Leanne. We'll be focusing more on the Midi in that show. So make sure you join us both for that as well. I need to let you know as well, last call. It's hanging on by a thread, the Exploding Box collection. If it's in your basket and you want it, check it out, because we have more of you with it in your basket than we do have stock available at the moment. Now, it's been an amazing launch day show, featuring 2 incredible launches, but we've got another fabulous show coming up later as well. Of course, in an hour's time precisely, will be time, of course, for Colour Me Happy. We've got an awesome new stamp launch for you, as well as having the 24-piece Try Blend brush pen collection back in stock again for you. Sara, can I say a massive thank you? It's always a pleasure to be with you in the studio here at Crafts TV.
It's been a wonderful show. I feel like it's been a great education, learning everything in that amazing box, but then also getting a sneak peek at the Midi as well. And let me tell you, the next 2 hours, you're going to see a totally different Sara. You're going to see nice, calm, relaxed Sara, who can't speak because I'm going to get lost in my own little world doing some colouring. I've got some amazing advanced colouring techniques to show you with our fabulous new stamps. So yes, it's time for a quick cuppa or a bite to eat or whatever, and we'll be back in about an hour's time.
Yeah, absolutely. Make sure you join us back here in an hour's time. Don't forget to check out your baskets. Get yourself across to the website. Get the download downloaded, ready for Colour Me Happy as well. Get your colouring mediums out. Make sure you join us back in an hour. We will see you here then. Take care.